Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The 1.0 Tsi engine is a popular turbocharged three-cylinder petrol engine developed by the Volkswagen Group, VW, AUDI, SKODA, Seat. It's a prime example of downsizing, aiming to deliver good performance with impressive fuel efficiency. Here's a detailed breakdown, review, and opinions. Generally, the 1.0 Tsi engine is well regarded for its balance of power and fuel efficiency in compact and even some mid-size cars. Owners and reviewers often comment on its surprising liveliness. Despite its small displacement, the turbocharger provides a good amount of torque from low RPMs, making it feel more potent than a naturally aspirated 1.0L engine. Refinement. For a three-cylinder, it's often described as impressively quiet and smooth, particularly during normal driving. The typical thrum of a three-pot is usually only noticeable under heavier loads. Suitability for city driving. Its compact size and responsive nature make it excellent for urban environments. Adequate performance for everyday use. It handles city, suburban, and even motorway driving reasonably well, though it might feel a bit stretched in larger, heavier vehicles, or when fully loaded. Advantages. Fuel efficiency, one of its main selling points. The combination of turbocharging and direct injection allows for excellent fuel economy compared to larger, naturally aspirated engines. Low emissions. Due to its efficient combustion process, it produces lower CO2 emissions, appealing to eco-conscious drivers and often resulting in lower road tax. Compact and lightweight. Its small size and aluminum construction contribute to overall vehicle efficiency and improve handling due to less weight over the front axle. Good performance for its size. The turbocharger provides a significant boost in power and torque, making cars feel zippier than their engine size suggests. Smooth operation. Generally, it's quite refined for a three-cylinder engine. Disadvantages. Higher real-world fuel consumption versus advertised. While efficient, real-world fuel consumption can be higher than official figures, especially with enthusiastic driving or in heavier vehicles. Potential for turbo lag. Like most turbocharged engines, there could be a slight delay in power delivery, turbo lag, before the turbo spools up, though modern iterations have minimized this. Less suited for heavy loads / frequent motorway driving. In some applications, while it can manage, prolonged high-speed driving or carrying a full load might make the engine feel strained, and fuel economy will suffer more significantly. Potentially higher maintenance costs. The complexity of a turbocharged direct injection engine can lead to higher maintenance costs if specific components, like the turbocharger, require attention. Reliance on quality fuel. For optimal performance and longevity, using high-quality fuel is generally recommended. Faults and breakdowns. While generally considered reliable, like any engine, the 1.0 Tsi can be prone to certain issues over time. Some commonly reported or potential issues include turbocharger failures. Issues with the turbo controller or the turbocharger itself have been reported by some owners, sometimes around the 80,000 kilometers mark. Regular oil changes and avoiding aggressive driving can help prolong its life. Carbon buildup. As a direct injection engine, carbon deposits can accumulate on the intake valves over time, potentially leading to misfires, reduced performance, and rough idling. This can be influenced by driving style and fuel quality. EPC system warning light. Some instances of the EPC, electronic power control, warning light appearing without an obvious cause have been reported, sometimes attributed to a software glitch. Timing chain tensioner problems. While newer versions typically use a timing belt, earlier TSI engines, including some 1.0 Tsi variants, though less common than in larger TSI engines, could suffer from timing chain tensioner issues, leading to rattling noises or engine damage if left unaddressed. See timing section for more details on the 1.0 Tsi specifically. Excessive oil consumption. Less common in the 1.0 Tsi compared to some older TSI engines, but still a potential concern that can be related to piston rings. Water pump issues. Failures in a water pump can lead to coolant leaks and engine overheating. It's important to note that many owners report reaching high mileages 200,000 km plus without significant problems when the engine is properly maintained. Fuel consumption. Official fuel consumption figures vary by vehicle model and specific engine tune, but generally hover around 4.5 to 6.5 L/100 km combined cycle. However, as mentioned, real-world consumption can be higher, especially in urban traffic with aggressive driving or in heavier vehicles. For example, a VW Polo 1.0 Tsi might claim 5.4 L/100 km, but real-world averages might be closer to 6.7 L/100 km. Timing. The 1.0 Tsi engine typically uses a dry rubber timing belt. Unlike some older TSI engines that were known for timing chain issues, the 1.0 Tsi, with its belt system, is generally considered more robust in this regard. Timing belts need to be replaced at manufacturer-recommended intervals to prevent catastrophic engine damage. Always check your vehicle's specific service manual for exact intervals. Although the manufacturer only recommends checking the belt every 210 to 240,000 kilometers on the 1.0 Tsi without replacing it, it is worth checking it because it depends on the model, year, and make of the VW Group car. Oil. The 1.0 Tsi engine, like other modern VW Group engines, requires specific oil types that meet Volkswagen's stringent specifications. This is crucial for the longevity of the turbocharger and other critical components. Viscosity. Common recommendations include 0W20, 0W30, and 5W30. The specific viscosity depends on the engine version and local climate, so always check your car's manual. Specifications. Look for oils that meet VW standards like VW 50400/50700, long-lived 3, for extended drain intervals, or VW 50800/50900, long-lived 4, for newer engines that specify lower viscosity oils. Other relevant specifications might include ACSC 3 or APISN. Capacity. Oil capacity is typically around 4 liters, but this can vary slightly between models. Always check the dipstick in your owner's manual. Using the correct specification and viscosity of oil is paramount for the 1.0 Tsi engine's health. Versions. The 1.0 Tsi engine comes in various power outputs, adapted for different vehicles within the VW Group. Common versions include 70 kilowatts, 95 PS/HP, often found in smaller cars like the SKODA Fabia or VW Polo. 81 kilowatts, 110 PS/HP, a very common and well-balanced version, seen in models like the VW Golf, SKODA Octavia, and Seat Leon. This version typically offers around 200 Nm of torque. 85 kilowatts, 115 PS/HP, another common variant, often with slightly more torque. 66 kilowatts, 90 PS/HP, sometimes found in the VW Polo or up. Mild hybrid Tfsi versions. Newer iterations incorporate mild hybrid technology to further improve efficiency and refinement, adding an electric boost. The engine's performance can feel different even with the same power output, depending on the car's weight, transmission, manual versus DSG, and overall gearing. History and development. The 1.0 Tsi engine belongs to Volkswagen Group's EA211 engine family, which was introduced with the Golf 7 in 2012. The EA211 series represented a significant redesign compared to its predecessor, EA111, focusing on lightweight construction, featuring an aluminum engine block and pistons, significantly reducing overall engine weight. Compact design, shorter installation length to allow for more interior space. Direct fuel injection and turbocharging, core technologies for improving efficiency and power. Integrated exhaust manifold, incorporated into the cylinder head to improve thermal management and reduce emissions. Toothed belt drive, for the double overhead camshaft valve train, incorporating variable intake and exhaust timing. The 1.0 Tsi specifically replaced older 1.2-liter four-cylinder engines in many applications, demonstrating the trend of downsizing while maintaining or even improving performance and efficiency. Improvements continued with EVO versions EA2, 11 TSI, EVO, and EVO2, which refined the combustion process, e.g., Miller cycle, incorporated variable geometry turbochargers, VG, for better low-end torque and further optimized fuel injectors and exhaust systems. In summary, the 1.0 Tsi is a modern, efficient, and surprisingly capable small engine that has become a cornerstone of the VW Group's petrol powertrain lineup for its smaller and mid-range vehicles. Proper maintenance, especially with regards to oil quality and timing belt replacements, is key to its long-term reliability. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.